Day 2, round 3. We got a 3-way top. Should be some pretty interesting coverage here.
Yeah, we basically have the same card from round 1, except we added Nathan this time.
Yeah. Added Ben.
Ben. Well, Ben
Oh,
was...
from round 1. Gotcha.
From round 1,
yeah.
Last time we were on this card. Yeah. Well...
Very nice ground play.
Didn't quite get what he was looking for, but not bad.
It's a little like a mid-range. You don't normally get too terribly much ground play on a mid-range.
I don't remember what he throws here. Probably is a mid-range as
far as he throws. I want to say it's an overstable mid-range by Legacy. I can't remember which one it is.
He's got such an interesting bag.
Yeah. A little bit outside there for Nate.
Yeah, he just kind of pulled it just a little bit. This is kind of what happens on this tee shot. I got to play old man golf and step up to a fairway driver.
Now, is that Mantis, or what are you throwing there?
Yeah, that's that Mantis.
Okay.
That's my main just straight fairway driver. I use it a lot on tour.
I guess that's pretty Big Brother-esque to your comment. Nice flip up.
Yeah. It has basically the same type of flight for me, really. Yep. This one looks nice.
Hey guys, real quick.
Yeah. Hey, there's Ish telling us what to do. Yeah, this is kind of a popular place to end up with over where Nathan is, where you kind of just slightly turn it over a little bit. Yeah, when Ben walked up wearing this jersey, at first I thought he had a Houston Astros jersey from the 80s on.
Very similar.
But I just didn't want to stay and did it.
Just a little bit low left. Oh, action on that one.
Oh, that's even closer than it looked in real life to coming out.
Oh man, did some dancing.
Oh. Yeah.
Nice birdie to start off.
I think I was almost in the same spot as first round on this horse. This hole's kind of benign unless it's really windy.
Yeah. Hole 2, par 3, 477 feet. This is a tough one to get inside the circle. About the first 2/3 of the fairways, a tight gap. Once you pass these walking path posts right here on the screen, slight turn to the right, and then you have the basket on a slight little mound there. Everything is heavily guarded all the way down. This is definitely a bonus deuce here.
Yeah, at that somewhere close to 400 feet for a short par or longest par 3. Yeah, you just wanted to not do anything dumb on this hole. Speaking of dumb,
precursor that one pretty well, Tommy.
Yeah, that was the cardinal sin of turning your turnover disc and hitting the wrong side and kicking left. That's fun land over there.
Yeah, that left side's a little bit thicker than the right side. The right side, you might have a little miracle gap over there, but that left side's very thick.
Yeah, it's going to be some fun over there, that's for sure. I'd much rather be playing Harper or one of the guys throwing a righty sidearm here. It's a bit much.
Oh wow!
He did get through a lot. Yeah, he definitely pulled it. Both him and I were a little right last time we were on this hole, but I think he was trying to make a little too much adjustment there. Get the Ben with the lefty sidearm turnover. I don't know how he does this shot, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's a majority of his shots.
Yeah, well, for so long, way back in the day, you never saw a lefty actually throw a lefty sidearm.
No.
They'd always throw a righty sidearm and a righty overhand. They'd never actually throw the lefty.
Yeah, most of the lefties throwing the backhand were actually right-handed in most of their other daily activities.
Yes. Let's see if someone can actually get a decent tee shot off here, hopefully. This is definitely if it's not the one of the harder holes on the course to score off of par, it's definitely up the list.
Oh yeah, by far.
There's probably only a few of them that are really averaging over par on this layout with. Oh, that's a good shot.
Oh, very nice.
I don't know if it's got enough juice.
Oh, that was a wonderful shot. Yeah, you can see I'm looking at some quality lines here.
Yeah.
This is just hope to get less than a 5.
Well, that looks less than a 5 range.
Yeah, it's that 50, 60 footer or something probably. There's just so many trees when you're short and left. Ben at least has a good bit better chance of getting up and down. Yeah, that looks nice. That's a good touch out of that.
Oh yeah.
Harper, for not being exactly happy with his tee shot, is not in a bad place at all on this one.
Yeah. A jump putt up shot's definitely where you want to be when you throw that errant of a drive.
Yeah, I just kind of want to get away from this hole. Even the par 4 version, I don't mind just getting away with a par on.
Yep.
Oh, that wasn't a bad bit at all. Let's start our day with a long straddle putt for par.
Yeah. Wow. Sometimes that's better than a birdie putt.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to get you feeling like you can make some putts when you stake on a long hard par.
Yeah.
That was definitely a stroke saver making that one. Oh
man.
Oh, just a little left, and that worked its way out of the basket.
Yeah, climbing out of there.
Because that dropped down in the cage pretty good too. It's an unfortunate bogey there.
Yeah. See if Ben can clean up his par. Nice.
Yeah. All right, now we're on to hole 3. It's a par 4, 472 footer. You're just looking for 300 feet or so off the tee. Get up here and miss this tree in the middle and swing a little bit to the left. You're mostly hoping not to get caught in one of the bunkers a little short and a little deep so you can access this green as you dogleg back to the right. This one plays nice though. It's a good gettable hole for everybody. I always thought they should play this hole just to be an ass one time to make play like left of the walking stakes. You could only do it in a pro-only tournament. I wouldn't want to do it to EMs. That would be mean.
That'd be a different shot from over there.
Yeah, I'm going to be very glad when the Parks and Recs finally take out this walking path altogether and move it about a mile to the left and or to the west, I guess.
Because it's a big park. Like they have a lot of space.
And they just bought a section of woods directly to the left of this tee pad for probably, I want to say maybe 70 or 80 extra acres, if not 100. I'm not sure exactly, but it's a big area that's where they're going to relocate the walking path to rather than through the disc golf course.
Yeah, no, that would definitely make playing this course a little nicer, and you can make your adjustments without being worried about getting into the walking trails.
And most of the walking trails weaving through the disc golf course, it's kind of blind to see somebody walking around the corner to get hit in the face with a disc. That would be awful.
That looked like a good shot. That is a little early.
Well, look, it didn't hit anything, though. Yeah.
I won't complain.
Yeah. Well, look, it made its way down there a good bit.
Ben had a very unfortunate ground skip to get to here. He has definitely got to do some work.
Early hit.
Yeah, he did not have much room there at all to do anything. I don't care if you're righty or lefty, you're kind of in jail there. Nathan's got the long stretch out to try to get around this pine tree in front of him.
Nice.
Does that very well.
Full yoga stance and everything.
Yeah, that was full stretch. Harper having to do a little flex shot to get to his spot.
Nice. Looks like just the edge of the circle.
Yeah, that's more than workable from where he was.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
A decent bid from there.
Yeah, that
Look at
stretched
a
out.
tree right in his stance.
I know that's not his favorite type of look.
No.
That was definitely just a layup for me.
I don't know too many people that would be their favorite look.
No, not really. That's a good birdie.
Just enough.
Yeah, he was the only one, Harper was the only one really trying to push farther down and around the left than the rest of us. But he made it work both days he played the hole. No. Did a par cleanup or two and...
Hole 4, par 4, 482 feet. Not a terribly long par 4. Tight off the tee pad through this gap here. You want to push as far as you can around the corner while staying in the middle. Getting off the fairway is the only way you'll have trouble on this hole. Should have a nice little easy putter up shot if you get, almost halfway down on your tee shot.
This hole's grown in nicely for being a kind of a short par 4. As these pine trees have gotten a little taller, it's made this shot much nicer. Nothing wrong with that. He's right in the middle. Playing from this back tee, you really can't get so far around the corner unless you're just trying to be super greedy. I feel like probably 90% of the field is probably just throwing this little chip sidearm.
Oh yeah, yep. I mean, the only really thing you don't want to do is go early right.
Yeah. As long as as long as you're not don't throw the disc stick straight off the tee or really, really early, you're fine.
Look like a comet shot.
Yeah, it's just chip around the corner and walk away. This is definitely a second shot par 4 more than the first shot that you're worried about. And we get another look at Ben's roller this round. I have no idea what he's throwing there, but it's got to be fairly understable. Yeah, that's fine. Everybody ends up kind of in the same general area, I think, on this hole for the most part, unless you get a bad kick.
Oh, lower, dude.
Sit down. Oh, he was right.
That helped.
That helped a lot.
I know he wasn't happy when he let go of it.
That would have hit that. He'd have been all the way down that ditch.
Yeah, and that could have been far down the ditch where you really don't have a look coming back either. Because if you stay pin high, you've got a nice putt. If you go past the basket, you have no putt, and that was an unfortunate roll. I tried to correct from my first round, and I didn't correct.
You overcorrected the correct.
Yeah, I tried to make sure I got it high enough, and I didn't do anything right.
Branches do not like you today,
Ben and I get this lovely downhill putt at this basket. I think he was going with that. Yeah, that's right-handed. He was probably putting with this koi so it doesn't go bouncing down the hill or anything.
Very nice save.
Yeah, that was a screw it, we're going for it putt.
Well, instead of being tired in the last round at the end, you're chipper in the morning, banging all these big ones.
It's more my time of day. That's when I usually play golf. In the mornings. This old people wake up early.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good putt from down at the bottom.
Very much. Awkward stance, too.
Yeah, 1 foot up, 1 foot low, 1 foot high.
Yeah.
See if Harper can take advantage of the nice little tree stop. Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
3 birdies on that hole's nice, even for a lead card.
Oh, yeah.
Harper's having more problems getting out of his stance than he did making his putt.
Yeah.
There you go. And clean up, move along to hole 5.
koi's roll. Everybody knows that.
And on to hole 5. It's a nice 318-foot shot, little downhill off the tee. Most everybody's going to throw either a putter or a mid, kind of like on a little straight hyzer flip shot to get up and just move just in front of these last couple pine trees over here on the right side. You'd love to get this birdie if you can. I'm sure Harper and the other guys are probably throwing some putter on this hole, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Because it says 318.
Probably plays more like 250 or so.
Oh, that worked.
Makeable.
Yeah, this is definitely one I wish they'd get the back tee pad in, or a slightly longer tee pad in, just to make it fun. To add a little teeth into this little section of the course.
We've also talked about briefly moving the basket about 40 or 50, maybe even 80 feet straight left to where it is now.
Moving the basket?
Yeah, yeah,
because
exactly.
I imagine it's not an easy spot to get concrete to.
No,
It's
not at all. This was one of the tee pads we had to use bags on to use for the concrete.
That's not fun to do.
No.
I've been involved in plenty of those.
Nope, it was not. I was very happy that the others on this course, for the majority, were able to get the front load concrete trucks too.
Oh, that skipped just a little long, but not bad. That was a hard putt to try to make, having to slide between all those trees for.
Oh wow, I thought Ben would have been deep in there the way his disc looked like it was going. Glad
It looked like
got
it
a
was
putt.
launched back there.
Very nice.
Thankfully, it's a zone, so it didn't go too far on him.
Yeah.
He's definitely come so far on his putting the last year or two.
Oh, big time.
There we go.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Nathan cleaning up his par.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'll take the little shorty. I'll happily take those.
Yeah, exactly.
Save my energy to make the long putts when needed.
Hole 6, par 4, 423 feet. This is a very attackable par 4. Some people are going to throw shorter off the tee pad and just take an easy birdie. Most of these guys on this card could probably get a little aggressive at the green. It does get a little bit tight toward the second half of the fairway and a very guarded basket inside the green.
I feel like, if I remember correctly, you'll see a couple of us make a different decision than we went with the first round on this hole.
Okay.
Because I think there's a few of us that thought about going for it and might not do it this round. Because Harper definitely played the safer shot this round instead of going for it.
Yeah, I've only played.
That looked like a zone or an overstable putter?
He's prodigy, so I don't know exactly which one that is, but definitely an overstable putter of some
It
sort.
might have been an A2 or A3, maybe?
I would think so. Yeah, because I downgraded from a fairway driver to a comp.
It is so fair. Well, who knows how the redesign will look, but it's
Right,
the original. It's so hard and it's so fair. I would love it. It's awesome.
And we know Ben is going for this hole. There is
Of
no
course.
way he's not going for this hole being local.
Yeah, this sets up for his, oh yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
Good
That was
tree
looking
action,
so good,
but
too.
yeah.
that little tree gets everybody.
It's like Nate's going for it as well.
Hey, it looks like it.
Definitely looks like a driver. Oh,
That's the sound of that tree.
yeah, exactly.
Those couple of trees are mean if you hit those.
At least he's not all the way in there. Got a little
No,
standout.
Yeah. Oh, what a tree.
Wow.
I'm a big guy.
Nice, easy peasy upshot for you.
Yeah, this is kind of
Where you
why I
wanna be?
decided to bail out and just play it safe.
Yeah.
After the rollaway last round on this hole, I figure I'll just try to get a birdie instead of trying to get cute and get a 2. I took a little roll past for him, but not too bad.
Oh.
Oh, making the catch cam. Dual dip, duck, dodge, and dodge.
Yeah, got to do some dodgeball action in there. He just pulled that just a little bit.
Looks like he's still going to have a putt at it.
Yeah, but as we all know, you get over and onto that side, it's just a little more guarded and protected on that side of the green with those trees and that bush.
Oh.
There you
Nice
go.
bird.
Ben got. And it looked like his disc went farther back there, but it didn't go too far at all.
Nice.
On to hole 7, we have a little 223-foot shot. It's mostly going to play a hyzer out to this right side and try to clear the creek that runs along all in front of this basket. It's a nice little shot into this little small green. And I think that's better than last round. Oh, that's what.
Nice. That was the banger GT?
Yeah, couldn't tell if I hit. I thought I'd still hit the tree, but it was much better controlled that time. I've always loved this little hole. It's just I like these type of par 3s.
Yeah.
That little creek running across the front or near around the green.
That's right. And to be such a short hole, it's definitely got teeth.
Yeah, it gets some nice movement into it.
Oh, man.
It bounced right back. Yeah. That was just a miss throw there.
Yeah,
He might have a harder shot than the tee shot from over there.
Yeah, I was about to say that's definitely not where you want to be with the early tree.
No, this one's not fun to try to approach from far away. As close as that creek is to the front of the cage on the short side, just makes you blast it past and have a hard putt coming back.
There's a Sam Metter sighting.
Yeah, he's telling us whether we threw it badly or not, which is nice.
Yeah, old mountain man Sam.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a good shot too there.
Very nice.
But that's kind of what happens. You just end up overthrowing the hole because you cannot leave it short.
Oh no!
Oh, God, that got close. That's such a scary putt to try to run because you cannot miss that and miss the basket and think it's not going to go in the water.
Yeah, exactly.
Nathan with a good birdie after a scary little shot as it got over the green. Take my tap in as I think Ben's trying to sort out how to get his stance down here on the creek line. Weird roll, but here we are. He definitely had a couple interesting shots on this hole. Last round being in the relief area, then that round barely leaving it short to kick OB. That's unfortunate bogey there for Harper, but it's kind of the name of the game on the early missed shots.
Oh yeah, the early tree. Hole 8, par 4, 512 feet. Narrow fairway, unless you push this right side. You want to be anywhere past halfway on your tee shot. Then you'll have a pretty wide opening all the way up to the basket down the right side. Off to the left of the basket is pretty steep slope and some thickness there left of the basket.
Yeah, this is just one of those tee shots that looks hard, but it's not that crazy. If you can get into this right side gap, you just kind of get a little luck.
Nice. Look like you took the inside gap there.
Yeah, I think I was a little inside of where last round was, but I still think I hit the main gap on the right side.
Gotcha.
It's just the tree hit.
Yeah. And a
He
left
did
kick.
the right thing. There's just one or two trees that make this hole difficult off the tee shot.
Another inside one.
Yeah, that was definitely inside.
I ended up going a long ways off the.
Yeah.
But
Not sure what it is.
it fought down there. See if Harper can line up a gap shot here.
Oh, that sounded solid.
That is not the kick you want. Because he's ended up with just nothing but some sort of pitch out. Nathan at least has a throw, but he's definitely, birdie is way far down the list.
Very nice from there.
No, because I was.
From there, that's very impressive. There's not much room.
Anytime you got to bust out the forehand roller, you know it's been an interesting hole.
Especially when you got to do it back to back.
Yeah.
They already had to pitch out with that. That's a pretty good up.
Yeah. He'll have a long
This
look.
is more where you want to throw your tee shot.
Yeah.
All you're worried about is missing this last little squiggly tree right short of the pin. But I managed to miss it.
Looks like you got a nice putt back at it.
Yeah, it's nothing hard about that shot when you get up there. There you go. That was helpful. Harper's just trying to get out of here without taking something big. Oh, Ben definitely has a tree in the way on this putt.
Oh boy.
Oh, we went between.
Went between them.
I could not see that from where I was standing watching that live. I did not know he went between. I like that.
Very nice bird.
I will take that every day of the week. I'm fine with a par on this hole.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just enough chaos that can happen on that tee shot. I think Ben and Nathan did pretty good job just to save par. And this is hole 9, a nice little par 3 to end the front 9. 272 foot, a little downhill, trying to miss these trees that are on the left side and just get through this corridor of trees and get up to the basket. There's a bunch of ways to do this, but you're really trying not to get the bad kick into the creek OB short and left. Of all the par 3s, this is the hole out here I'm just trying to run away from and not get a bad kick on. I'll take that.
You went right, but not too bad of a kick.
Yeah, it's far enough up there to get a par.
Yeah.
Without having to do anything difficult. Maybe a long look, but probably not. More just a pitch up.
Well, like it just kicked it straight down rather than left or right.
Yes. Hey, try and decide exactly which way he wants to play this sidearm.
Decisions.
Yeah, dude.
Like, very nice.
Oh, yeah.
First time I've ever thrown a good shot on this hole.
That righty sidearm really, on that right side, is probably the best way to play this hole if you
Yeah.
got it.
And it kind of skips against the hill as it hits, if it hits flat.
But I'm pretty sure you've got to be a nice touch sidearmer to throw it with a mid-range to make it work right.
Yeah.
That's an impressive shot. I love
Oh,
Come on,
it.
dude.
Close. Just no ground play out of that one.
looked like it hit that tree and bounced back.
It took a funny bounce.
Oh, sneaky.
Oh, that got closer to the tree than it looked like.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Harper was definitely taking our bad luck for a lot of these weird kicks he took in his front nine.
Oh, good bed.
I think we get another koi putt from Ben here with his right-handed putt.
Down.
Almost.
That was close. Nathan get a stroke on the card here. All right, so that's a good birdie.
I was wondering if it was Hartford Central or the
I think Ben and I get our pars, and nothing too crazy on this hole. I know Ben wants to get this hole with that tomahawk he throws.
Yeah.
He throws it really well on this hole.
After 9, MJ shooting 6 down for a total of 25. Ben at 7 down for 25. Ben at 6 down with 24. Nathaniel at 24 and Harper at 22. We'll see you guys on the back 9.